Why do orgasms feel better when you're hungover? Sex often feels better when you're more monkey and let go of work and other thing you normally have in your head. Being a little tipsy or hangover effectively makes you drop daily stuff and become more focused on the sex. That's my theory. Do they really? The hangover hornies is a thing. Maybe it's just me, but how do people wank when they are being sick and feel nauseous and shit? Fuck that. I can barely walk, let alone wank. If situation allows, I will jerk at minimum 3-4x when I'm hungover. Probably because your dopamine levels are much lower than they normally would be. I have a theory. Pain causes a reflective dopamine serotonin response in an effort to keep you going. It's believed this is why trauma often causes a person to gravitate to their trauma as a place of comfort or pleasure. So in this context, your dopamine or serotonin response is exaggerated to compensate for the pain. They do? If you think that feels good, try it on weed. Hangover? Try being high as fuck now, that's something. Alcohol is a depressant, so the endorphins are good and helpful when you're in that state. I actually try to have one if I'm hungover as part of my cure lol. Dopamine and sleep? Yes please. Opposite for me F. The body being depleted of moisture makes for a dried up, painful orgasm. My mouth is dry, my skin hurts, my genitals are on fire and not in the nice way. The top two comments for me are the definition of the duality of man. Never felt well enough to come while really hungover, but my guess is the relative change in feeling. Orgasm are basically a burst of feel-good chemicals, so going from feeling like shit to feeling great is a bigger leap than going from feeling fine to feeling great. Kind of like how peeing with a really full bladder feels better than peeing just a little bit. The relief is much greater. Now I need to get hungover and try this. I dunno, go ask ya whore mother Trebek. Still lots of dopamine produced that hasn't burned off. Technically still pissed, so still under the effects. I don't understand how they do. In the past, hungover me wouldn't even be able to get in the mood. The last thing I do want to do, other than cook, is that. Now in fairness, I haven't been hungover in a long time, but honestly, that was one of the rare moments in time that I had absolutely zero interest in sex or getting myself off. The two just aren't compatible. I swear I thought this was only me. I feel way more aroused when I'm hungover, it's insane.